Hey there, let's talk about something we all face but rarely like to admit, and that's rejection. So, whether it's in all forms of life, business, relationships, rejection can hurt. And for entrepreneurs, it's especially tough because your work is personal. It's tied to your dreams, your ideas, and sometimes even your identity. But here's the thing. Rejection isn't really the problem. The problem is what we make rejection mean. Hi, I'm Suzanne Fox, and I created energy mastery solutions for solo entrepreneurs and business people just like you to help you get out of your head and into clarity. So let's break down this feeling of rejection and what we make it mean. So, have you ever had someone say no to your offer, or maybe you poured your heart into a vulnerable social media post and then crickets? Or maybe you got some constructive criticism and instead of seeing it as helpful, it felt like a punch to your gut. If that's ever happened to you, you're not alone. And here's why it feels so hard. Because deep down, many of us equate being chosen with being loved. So when we're not chosen, it feels like we're not loved. And this goes way back, like childhood back. Think about it. As kids, we wanted to feel both loved and chosen. And if a parent didn't choose us, maybe they didn't prioritize us or they put work or something else first, it created this deep misunderstanding. If I'm not chosen, I must not be lovable. Now, fast forward to now, and that same belief might still be running in the background. We assume that if someone doesn't say yes to our offer, or give our post a thumbs up, or give us a high five for our work, it means something's wrong with us. But here's the truth. Being chosen and being loved are not the same thing. Someone can love you, but not choose you. And that's gotta be okay? As an entrepreneur, this misunderstanding can show up in a big way. Like a potential client says no and it feels like a rejection of you. Or you put out an offer or post and the silence feels like proof that no one cares. Even constructive criticism can feel like an attack rather than a nice little nudge to help you grow. And every time this happens, it chips away at your confidence. You start doubting yourself, pulling back, and then hiding your potential because rejection just feels too painful. But here's what I want you to know. Rejection doesn't define your worth. It's not about who you are, okay? A no doesn't mean you're not loved or even valuable. It just means that person wasn't ready, or your offer wasn't the right fit, or it wasn't the right time. So how do you stop taking rejection personally? Well, let me walk you through a few simple adjustments to course correct, okay? So 1, catch the misunderstanding. When you feel rejected, pause and ask yourself, am I making this mean I'm not loved or worthy? Recognize that this is an old story, not the truth. And 2, separate the decision from your value. A no is just a decision, not a judgment on who you are. Someone might not choose your offer, but that doesn't mean they don't respect or admire you. Okay? And then 3, focus on what you can control. You can't control how people respond, but you can control how you show up. Celebrate the fact that you're putting yourself out there. That's courage, and that's the kind of courage that most people never tap into. So here's the gist of it all. The pain of rejection often ties back to our fear of unexpressed potential. When you're afraid to fully step into who we are because we think rejection will mean that we're unworthy, it's like putting a lid on everything we're capable of. But the truth is, you are already loved. You are already worthy. Rejection doesn't change that. When you start separating love and worth from being chosen, you're free to be yourself, to take risks, to put yourself and your ideas out there and truly express your potential. And that's where the real magic happens. So let me ask you, the next time you hear no, how can you reframe it? How can you remind yourself that you're still valuable, even if you weren't chosen? Rejection doesn't mean you're not loved or worthy. It's just a part of the journey. So if you're feeling very solid on this, but you know somebody who could use this message as a little reminder, please share the love and help remind them that rejection does not define them. Let's all just get out of our heads and into clarity. So see you in the next video.